my seat, Gowdy.
Anne wants me to sub in for
Can't support the text because we'll put it
No
on.
worries.
I think we'd noticed.
Remember correctly?
You come up with an idea.
It's the truth.
Who told you penny
No,
parable?
I figured it out for myself. With the original recommendation in the book.
What's in here? No, Stuart's one.
Needed to wait.
Including the ones that have already been.
Okay. Right, as we were. So we're just going to ask.
Point of order, Madam Chair. I move that the motion be put.
You did, you did.
Are we
and-
officially
and we will go to-
reconvened?
We are. I'm going to ask, however, for your indulgence, because given the degree of confusion, councillor, and in the interests of good decision-making, I am going to ask for your indulgence for John just to clarify what was a very confused last 5 minutes, and then we will move to the motion, or we'll deal with the amendment, and then we will deal with the recommendation. John.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So the main issue, as I see it, with the amendment from Councillor Quacks is that we have an accurate location for 2,213. We also have an accurate location for an additional 752 sites, and this is on page 124 of the agenda. And these are sites that Mana Whenua have not ascribed a value, so the original recommendation was to remove those sites as well. So you would be adding on top of the 2,213 that
3,000.
we're recommending are retained, with the recommendation or the amendment, you'd be adding in a number of other sites, the 752 on page 124, paragraph 8A, that's the ones that Mana Whenua haven't come back to us with a value for. They also have an accurate location. So then there'll be a net increase relative to what we originally recommended in the officer's report.
Okay,
So as long
just a
as
question.
Getting
Yeah.
confusing.
Those 700 sites, those have not been assessed and they've not been accurately identified.
As I mentioned before, they have an accurate identification. They have not, Mana Whenua have not confirmed a cultural value for them at this point in time. But they do have an accurate location, and therefore they would fit within the Amendment A on the screen there.
Have they been identified though?
Yes.
And identified as what?
They're all documented. They have an archaeological record that identifies that they are Maori, they are archaeology of Maori origin. And there is further descriptions, sometimes quite lengthy, many, many pages, other times just a single document in the NZAA record. So they have a GPS coordinate, they have some description of varying degrees, but they would meet the criteria of being accurately identified and mapped insofar as the
Madam Chair, this
archaeologists
is
are
a
telling
very important point. Taking up the Mayor's comments about protecting our history, if these sites are genuine, have been identified, are mapped, but haven't been responded to by Mana Whenua, that is immaterial in my view. If they are valid and they are identified, they should be protected. And that's all that Councillor Quacks is trying to do here, because this is not just an academic exercise.
No, I don't think
this
it
is
is.
an imposition on the public. And so if we make rules and laws, it needs to be well-founded, founded on accuracy, and we do have a responsibility to protect heritage, and our protection of heritage should be based on authenticity, identification and accuracy, not just on a group of people who may or may not get around to valuing it. Can't be fairer than that.
I think, Councillor Lee, that your point is made, but I don't think that was Councillor Quacks's intent.
Madam Chair, Madam Chair, I'd like, look,
Well, Councillor
I
Quacks,
feel like-
just
I feel
hold
like-
on, just hang on. Let's just, so, Councillor Brewer had moved the recommendation that the motion be put. I do have to now seek a seconder for that. Is there a seconder for that?
John Walker seconded.
Sir John
Who hasn't
Walker.
spoken?
Oh, Sir John Walker.
Councillor
Sir
Walker.
John, so Sir John is happy to second that. So that's been moved and seconded. It's a procedural motion that the motion be put. And we had promised that that's the process that we would follow. So we now need to proceed with that, and we move to councillor Quax's amendment.
By division.
By the division,
Is this
the
on the
councillor Brewer's-
procedural motion?
That's on his
Oh,
procedural
sorry,
motion.
the procedural
Yeah,
motion, yep.
I
Just
call a
to be
division
clear,
on his
the-
procedural motion, not the amendment.
Your worship,
Aye.
councillor Nye,
No.
sorry,
Yes,
No.
councillor Brewer,
Four.
councillor Casey.
No.
Councillor Cashmore,
No.
councillor Darby,
No.
councillor Filipina,
Against.
councillor Fletcher,
Four.
councillor Crum,
Four.
councillor Lee,
Aye.
member Namani,
No.
councillor Penrose,
Four.
councillor Quax,
Yes.
councillor Stewart,
Yes.
member Taipari,
No.
councillor John Walker,
Yes.
councillor Wayne Walker,
Yes.
councillor Watson,
Yes.
councillor Webster,
Yes.
councillor Wood,
Yes.
Timia House.
No.
It is carried by 13 votes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
Okay, so let's put that now, and we will do that by division, I presume.
Yes.
Right, so we're clear what we're voting for.
we
It's
see
it?
councillor
Amendment.
Need to
Quax's
see it.
amendment. So if we can put that back up, that would be great. Aha, so it seems to have got tied in with the Rodney Genesis.
It's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, I think
Just do
we
A.
should just
A.
do. I
I'm
think-
happy to
can we
move
just
B
take
with
out
great
A?
pleasure.
No,
B
let's
is
just
not a
leave
problem.
B out of it.
It's A.
I think we just need to deal with A. There's enough confusion, councillors. Let's just, thanks councillor Quax, that's useful.
Okay.
So we're just voting on that one.
Your worship,
No.
councillor Anai,
No.
councillor Brewer,
Four.
councillor Casey,
No.
councillor Cashmore,
No.
councillor Clow. Oh,
No.
hold on. Sorry. Councillor Darby,
No.
councillor Filipina,
Against.
councillor Fletcher,
Four.
councillor Crum,
Four.
councillor Lee,
Aye.
member Namani,
No.
councillor Penrose,
Four.
councillor Quax,
Four.
councillor Stewart,
Yes.
councillor Taipa, okay. Member Taipari.
One day maybe, but no.
Member Taipari,
Did no.
councillor John Walker,
Four.
councillor Wayne Walker,
Yes.
councillor Watson,
Yes.
councillor Webster,
Yes.
councillor Wood,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor House,
No.
It's pretty even.
it is carried 12-9.
Right. So
I
that
move-
becomes the.
I move B.
That
I'll
becomes,
move B if you like.
so you're happy to move B?
Second.
Okay, right. And you're happy to move B, councillor Webster, and seconded
Seconded,
councillor Cashmore. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Against? Carried.
Chair, can I just, and this is a
Councillor.
procedural question. The amendment which is now the substantive only related to private property. The
That's,
issue then is what happens to those sites of value or
Point of order, point of order.
significance on,
Point of order.
no, on
Point of order.
the
Sorry, where's the
land
point?
that is not privately owned.
that's a very good question.
Thank you.
Can we just have some guidance on that?
They remain. In the plan.
So,
That's what I'm asking.
so what this has done is endorse the withdrawal
of where we do not on private land. So
Right.
where we have sites that are on public land,
They
they
stay.
will be retained on the sites of our use schedule.
Kia ora, Dick. Thank you for that.
We knew that.
So we're going to just be clear.
Yeah.
So we retain the overlay on public land and we now add in the extra sites to private land.
Yep.
Okay, good, just as long as people understand that.
Thank you.
I think the IMSB will be very
Yes,
pleased
very
with that.
happy.
I'm not really, Madam Chair, would have liked to have done properly.
Well done.
Fair enough.
Good, that was good.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay.
Taking my leave.
Thank you. So now we just need to move a procedural
To stay.
item. So, we're just going to move an extension of time for 2 hours, councillors. I will move that. If someone would
Happy to
like to
second that.
second that. Councillor Wayne Walker, all those in favour, please say aye. Against, no, we actually do need to have someone say yes.
Yes.
I
All
said
those in
yes.
favour, please say
Yes.
aye.
Aye.
Against, carried. Thank you. The Local Government New Zealand response to the RMA, is that you, John?
It is indeed, Madam Chair.